Hey fam, welcome back. I received my 2 BoxyCharm boxes, both my base and premium, in the mail, so I figured let's go ahead and unbox them. So if you're interested in seeing which products I received this month from BoxyCharm in both my base and premium boxes, as well as to see these products in action on my face, go ahead and stay tuned. We're going to start unboxing right now. So let's go ahead and start with my base box. Our theme this month is BoxyCharm Festival Vibes. And in my base box, the first product I see is this little lash set by Battington Lashes. This set comes with a set of wispy lashes as well as some lash glue. I'm also very excited to see that Boxy got my profile right here with the Benefit the Professional Hydrating Primer. Y'all know I have dry skin, so excited to give that a try. I'm also very excited to see the iconic London Illuminator drops. This is in the shade Original. This was a product I was so hoping I would get because the swatches I saw online looked so beautiful. I also love this little colorful eye brush set from Lavish. So in this set you do get 5 eye brushes. However, one of them does have a second end here with a spoolie, so you really kind of get almost like 6 brushes. You've got a fluffy blending brush here, more of a packing shading brush. Got an angled brush, a very thin like liner brush, and then this pencil brush here. I can always personally use more eye brushes. I feel like I go through them so quickly they get dirty, and I've been trying to be a lot better with washing my brushes and like throwing the ones to the side that I've used, and then I only have to wash those, which has like made it so much less overwhelming to wash my brushes. But I always appreciate getting more brushes. I always appreciate more eye brushes. These feel super soft. I love the rainbow colors. This is probably my favorite thing in the box. And our last product is this Zoeva palette. Zoeva is actually a German company, which is pretty exciting to try something new and from another country. And my palette is the Blanc Fusion. So the color story is very pretty. I like that there's some kind of more lavender cool tone shades going into some more neutral cool tone shades. There's some pretty shimmers along the top. That yellow is definitely a standout pop of color for sure. I've heard that Zoeva's formula is very creamy, both in matte and shimmer, but I've never tried it myself, so definitely interested to see what this looks like on the eyes. Next, let's jump into my premium box. The first product I see is this Farmacy Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydration Mask. So this is a very cute little component, if I do say so myself. We have this little like pot of a mask, and it's got this spatula that like magnetizes to the top. I think that's really neat. This was actually a variation product with 3 other eyeshadow palettes this month. The Manny MUA Life's a Drag palette, the Pure Barbie palette, and there was a 3rd Smashbox palette. I absolutely, on my profile, indicated I'm much more interested in makeup than skincare on the reg. However, I did receive this in my box, unfortunately. I love Farmacy, but I do have a ton of masks. So I was a little disappointed that I didn't get an eyeshadow palette, but I am grateful. I know everyone's working so hard right now. There's bigger problems in the world to worry about. I love the brand Farmacy. Everything I've tried from them so far has been like amazing, but they are a very pricey brand, so I don't typically tend to repurchase the products I've tried. So it is nice to receive something that I would not have spent the money for, and I've heard this is a fantastic product, so I am absolutely grateful to receive this in my box. I just would have preferred an eyeshadow palette as per my profile. The next product I see is this Lavido Inspired by Nature Age Away Replenishing Cream. This is an Israeli skincare company, which is very cool. I am excited to try an Israeli product. I think this is pretty neat, but the alternative to this would have been the Natasha Denona Blush Duo. In all honesty, I absolutely would have preferred the Natasha Denona Blush Duo. Just being honest. Again, I'm much more interested in makeup than skincare. However, this is a great product. I did receive Natasha Denona months ago in my first Boxy Premium, and I know that wasn't the case for everyone. So I'm hoping that those that did not receive a Natasha Denona product prior did get to receive this blush this month. And I wish I would have received it too, but like I said, I know everyone's working really hard. Our planet is under attack with Voldemort, and I'm just gonna practice gratitude, even though it wouldn't be my preferred choice. Next, from Juice Beauty, I have a Phyto Pigments liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Drew. So this is a coral colored liquid lipstick. The alternative to this could have been other colors, but also could have been the nude sticks. I definitely would have been more interested in the nude sticks than this one, just because I haven't really tried much from nude sticks, and I have tried Juice Beauty before and I wasn't that crazy about it. So this may end up in a future giveaway just because I do have a ton of lip products, or I may use this because I don't have a ton of coral liquid lipsticks. We'll see. But because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, I won't be using this one today, just in case. The next product I see, which was our choice item for this month, is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Luminous Blush, and mine is in the shade Camellia. Y'all know I love Becca products. If you caught my Shop My Stash for the brand Becca, as well as my review roundup, I do love these blushes, and this was our choice this month. This was one of like 5 choices. It's a little hard to see. Maybe if I pull back, it's like a cooler tone pink. When I was able to make my choice, because I didn't get the email when I probably should have, and my like choice box didn't really open up for some reason. I remember like I kept checking back and checking back. By the time I was able to get in to make my choice, there were only 2 products left of the 5 products we could choose from. One being a Becca blush and one being a Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow. So I did choose this because I have a ton of Stila Glitter and Glows, and I don't reach for them as much as I wish I would. They are beautiful, and I do like playing with them sometimes, but I knew I had like 20 of them, or more than 20 perhaps. So I went with the Becca blush because I really love this formula. But I do wish that they would have given us the choice between the 3 eyeshadow palettes and the Farmacy Honey Potion Mask. Only because I heard so many people just in comments on different spoiler videos basically saying what they would have chosen. I also wish the Lavido and Natasha Denona blush could have been a choice option, just because I know there were people that were really looking forward to that moisturizer. So rather than giving someone who's really into makeup skincare products and then giving someone who's hoping for skincare makeup products because they weren't a choice for us this month, I think this was kind of like something that could have just been in the box, or the alternatives, the Stila Glitter and Glow, would have been like, you know, a smaller product, whereas like the main kind of like meat and potatoes of the box could have been a choice item. That would be like my critique this month for choice. Like, maybe allow us to choose the bigger ticket items, not the little ticket items. You know what I mean? Second to last, I have the Wander Beauty Mile High Club Mascara. I have never gotten to try a Wander Beauty mascara. I have seen these similar ones in boxes in the past, whether it was like Ipsy or BoxyCharm, but I haven't gotten to try it myself. So I am excited to try more from Wander Beauty. I have liked some products I've tried. Other ones were a bit of a miss for me. So I'm interested to see how they are with their mascara formula. I won't be trying this today because I only open one mascara at a time. And currently I'm still working on a Laura Geller mascara. But we will try this sometime in the future. The last product in my box was this brush set from Opulent Beauty. And I do also want to kind of issue a bit of a disclaimer with this product. I didn't receive a card in my Boxy Premium this month, so I did go ahead and do some research in order to find out the pricing for these products that we received in the Premium, so that I could go over a total and everything for the boxes. These brushes only appear on BoxyCharm's website, and on BoxyCharm's website, they have them listed for $40. I was unable to find any other information on these brushes. When I located a website that seemed like it would be associated with this brand, it was like a URL cannot be found. And the only other postings I saw for this brush set were on Mercari and like Poshmark and eBay for like $10 to $15. So I'm really not convinced that this is a $40 brush set. I know this year at least, BoxyCharm has been kind of like having a couple products in the box that seem a bit questionable, like that random moisturizer that called itself over $100, and it was like this weird sticky, slimy nastiness. That brand like didn't even exist until the box. It's just stuff like that seems a little bit shady. I'm not here for it, especially not in the premium box where we're paying close to $40 a month for mystery products. I really just wish they would skip that kind of stuff, especially listing it at $40 is going to take up a big chunk of the value of this box. And it's just a little questionable in my opinion. This set does come with 3 brushes. So we do have a kind of more of a pointed powder brush. I love these for like under eye application, but these could also be really pretty for like highlighter. Or if you want to do a little bit of like contouring because it is a little bit more pointed. Then we have like what maybe is a fluffier powder brush perhaps. And the bristles feel very soft and silky, but they don't feel like anything extraordinary. And I can see, if you can see too, do you see how there's like hairs already coming out of this brush? It's just like kind of messy, and I'm not here to complain. But like I said, calling this brush set $40, and there's no other listings for it other than on Boxy's site itself, it's just a little bit shady to me. Not keen on that. So those are the two boxes and the products we'll be working with this month. In my opinion, I think the base box far outshined the premium box this month, but I'd be super interested to hear which box you think was better. So let me know in the comments down below. But let's now hop into applying some of these products. Sorry, quick interruption. So I was just kind of pulling everything together and I wanted to draw your attention to this. Again, this is $40 of the value of my premium box, okay? What in the world is this? Let me zoom you guys in again. So we have our brush close up, okay? I was feeling this and I was like, wait, what's happening here? What is this? Let me turn you to the side. See this section? There's like a piece of like metal or plastic or something. Like, do you see how I can't press the bristles down? It's like a hard chunk of something in here that I can't even move. Like, what the actual heck? There's like a hard... What the heck? I don't know what is going on. If they got glue too far up in the bristle, it is like a hard chunk. I'm gonna leave it at that. Moving right along, we are gonna start with the Lavido Age Away Replenishing Cream, and I'm just gonna moisturize my face. It's nice that it does come sealed. It smells really good. It's like an herbally, kind of earthy smell. And I'm gonna take this amount and just rub it into my face. Sorry, my camera was having none of it. My video card was absolutely full and I just had to delete a bunch of clips, but I did go ahead and apply this on my face. I have to say, as much as I did want the Natasha Denona blush palette, this is a beautiful moisturizer. My skin feels super richly moisturized and plump. I'm excited for this product. Not as excited as I would have been for the blush, but happy that this actually is super moisturizing for my skin. I love the scent of this. It's got a very herbally, like spa scent that I find very soothing and delightful. And so I actually really enjoy this product. Next, I'm going to use the Benefit Professional Primer. This is the hydrating formula. I see that it is sealed, and I'm going to start out with a small amount and mainly focus this around my pore area, which for me is right in here, my nose. Oh, this smells very citrusy, like a lemony orange scent. It's really nice. So I'm just going to kind of smooth that into my pores and on my chin. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply my base and we'll come back for the next products. Okay, so I basically have my base makeup on, some bronzer, lipstick, brows. Next, I'm going to hop into the Zoeva Blanc Fusion eyeshadow palette. First, let's go ahead and swatch some of these shades so I can kind of see what I'm working with. So I'm going to swatch the top row first. And then I'm going to go back and swatch the bottom row. So this is our color story. I'm going to pull in my eye brushes. All right, so I'm actually going to go in with one of my Moda brushes first. I'm going to pick up Travel Inspired. And I'm just going to use this to start the transition. Very little fallout when I go to tap off the brush, which is pretty cool. And I just want to start this in the crease. Should go in with this Morphe brush. I want something a little bit fluffy and less stiff. So that color's fairly light, which could be good depending on the look you're going for. I'm actually going to try going in with the next deeper shade, which is oddly enough, Joy in a Box. That's a little bit better. But I think that first color would be good to like blend things out. It just wasn't quite deep enough to really like be a transition for me. But if you have fairer skin than mine, that might work nicely. Next, I'm going to go with this Luxie brush. I know you're like, girl, but I need different shapes for the eye look I want to go for. I'm going to go in with Concht. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm just going to pick a little bit up. And I want to focus this on the outer edge of my eye. I'm just kind of blending that along the outer edge. I want to do kind of like a little gradient look, but just kind of keep it really soft. And so far these colors are blending really nicely. There's no patchiness, There's really no fallout. Even tapping my brush off, it's like barely anything comes off the brush, which I really like. And again, it's really cool to try a brand I hadn't tried before. And I'm glad I got this color story. I've definitely been leaning a little bit more cool tone lately, just because I'm like I think I got a little tired of the warm tone shades because I was playing with those so much. It's just been fun to play with cooler tone shadows. Now finally, using one of the little packing brushes, I'm going to dip into, let's try Single Origin and pick that up on this packing brush. And then I basically just want to kind of concentrate this more on my lid towards the inner corner. And it's definitely unique to see like a pale gold with these gray tones. It's not a color combination that I would have thought to put together. And then just for fun, on the other side of the packing brush, I'm going to go in with that more yellow gold. The shade, just because it's so unique, and I'm curious to see how it would look with these cooler tones. And I'm just placing that kind of in the center of the lid for like a little pop of color. I like that it's like unique. I really honestly never would have put like this bright yellow with these kind of taupey or lavender cool tone shades. It's interesting. Then with my pencil brush, I am going to grab a bit of this Last Bite shade, and I'm just going to work this into the outer corner. That one definitely has a little bit more kick up in the pan than the other shades. And I just want to kind of like keep this more towards the outer edge of my eye, just to kind of define and kind of make it a little smokier towards the outer edge. Next, for the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with this shader brush, and I'm going to pick up this middle shade in Conched. I'm going to go ahead and concentrate this along the lower lash. And because there was some gold left on that brush, it's kind of just become like a goldy brown, which is fine. It actually still matches fine. It's kind of a cool effect. It's like a mustardy taupe blend. Next, for our blush, we are going to try this shade in Camellia from Becca. And I suppose I will grab one of these ratchet brushes. We are going to grab a little bit of this shimmery pink. And, whoo, she is very pigmented. Goodness gracious. And this brush is just like stamping the color on my cheeks. So let's see if we can blend with this fluffier brush. I will tell you, these brushes feel really cheap, and they probably really are, but they're not like scratchy, at least. And that did blend out my blush nicely. Our second to last product is the iconic Illuminator drops. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to try tapping this onto my cheek. I'm not the best with liquid highlighters, so hopefully I can kind of get this right. Well, I am pretty much in love. It didn't take too long. That is beautiful, and probably one of the easiest liquid highlighter formulas I've ever actually used, especially over powder and everything. That is really stunning. I love it. I'm going to throw on these lashes and we'll be right back for the final look. So we are back for the final look. These eyelashes are flying off my face, but they need to be trimmed, and I don't have my scissors on me at the moment, so they're a little long for my eye shape, but I figured we could get a rough idea of how they look. They are on the wispy side. The band is a little stiff, but they're not terrible. And I like that they're wispy. They're just, like I said, way too long for my eye shape. So we'll just have to kind of use our imagination a little bit with that. But overall, I'm very happy with the products I received in the base box. I'll say the eyeshadow palette is a little less pigmented than I expected it to be, but it's kind of a blessing because I think for my skin tone, it makes it a really easy palette to work with, to blend, and not to look like overly extra. It's definitely like more of a everyday palette, and I appreciate that. The lashes, like I said, the band's a little bit thick, and they're a little stiff, but after I trim them, maybe they'll be a little bit better. I love the Iconic London highlighter. I think that's beautiful. I always get intimidated with liquid highlighters, and that's one I can see myself reaching for because it was so easy to work with, blended beautifully, and didn't even disturb my foundation or powder. The brushes I really like. I think they're nice and soft. The colorful brushes that we got in the base box. Love those. I think they're very soft, beautiful. I love how colorful and whimsical they are. I think they're really fun to play with, and I like the brush shapes. The other brushes that came in our premium box were not the greatest. I was a little disturbed by that one brush having those those hard bristles. Like, oh, I don't even know what was going on there. If like glue got in the bristles or what happened. Very weird. The primer I think looks really nice on my skin. I think it does look like my foundation applied nicely over it. I feel like my pores are filled. The moisturizer was really nice as well from the premium box. I haven't tried the Juice Beauty liquid lipstick yet because, like I said, I'm kind of deciding if I'm going to put that in a future giveaway or if I want to try it. I didn't get to try the Farmacy mask yet because, you know, we're doing a demonstration, not so much masking today. And I also didn't try the Wander Beauty mascara because I already have one open. Didn't try those 3 products, but the products I did try today, I really actually like. I'm very happy with, other than the brush that they came in the premium, which I think was a definite miss. Those brushes to me seem mass-produced and generic and like something that you might find on like Amazon, like from an obscure brand. I just didn't think they were very good quality. Don't recommend them. I think it's shady that they're calling them $40 brushes when they don't feel like $40 brushes, and $40 brushes shouldn't come with like some weird hard chunk or plastic or glue all stuck in the brush. Like, it's just, it was a miss for me. To me, they probably cost like $1 to produce, and maybe they go for like $10. Like, I don't think they're $40 brushes personally, and I couldn't find anything online to validate that they are, except for what was on BoxyCharm's website. So jury's out on those, but not for me. For me, they're guilty of being a miss. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what came in my boxes this month. I would love to hear what you guys got in your box. And if you guys agree with me that the base box this month, for me, the ones I received, was a little bit better than the premium box. I'm starting to think that, I don't know, the premium box needs to be reevaluated a little bit. I feel like it had a really strong start, and it seems like there's been some misses. The Fenty box was cool. I like that. I don't know. I feel like they haven't been as great recently, but you may feel differently, or you may have gotten a different variation than I did. So, you know, that's what's beautiful about makeup. It's a different experience for all of us, and we can, you know, we all have different preferences. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.